Today's video, the life and passing of Philip Campbell. Philip Campbell, born in Wales, United Kingdom, May 7th, 1961. He started playing guitar at the age of 10 years old. His influences were Black Sabbath and Led Zeppelin. At the age of 12, he met Lemmy Kilmister for the first time at a Hawkwind gig and asked him for an autograph. By the age of 14, Campbell was playing semi-professionally with a band called Contrast. He later played with a pub rock band called Rocktopus. Philip bought his first Les Paul guitar in 1978 at a New Year's Day guitar sale. In 1979, Philip Campbell formed a heavy metal band called Persian Risk. They recorded 7 singles. Their best 2 known songs were called Calling for You and Riding High, released in 1981 and 1983. On February 8, 1984, following the departure of Brian Robertson, Motörhead held auditions for a new guitarist, narrowing the candidates down to 2 guitarists, Michael Burson and Philip Campbell. Lemmy Kilmister had plans to only hire 1 guitarist, but he ended up hiring both after hearing them play together. On February 14, 1984, Motörhead were the musical guests for the Young Ones episode. One of the band's most popular compilations, No Remorse, followed shortly. It was released September 15th. Philip Campbell toured the world with the band and remained a constant member of Motörhead till they disbanded. On December 28, 2015, the band's founding member Lemmy Kilmister died. The following day, the band members announced the disband of Motörhead, stating, "We will not be doing any more tours or anything, and there will be no more records, but the fire survives and Lemmy lives on through our hearts." In 2020, Philip Campbell opened up about how hard it was to see Lemmy struggle towards the end of his life, saying that Lemmy wasn't quite himself, and that he had been aging a little bit more. On Motörhead's final tour, he also admitted that at the end of Motörhead was not easy to adjust at first. In February 2016, Philip Campbell entered the studio to work on his debut solo album. Philip Campbell's debut solo album, Old Lions Still Roar, was released on October 25, 2019. It featured guest vocals from Alice Cooper and Dee Snider and other artists. In November 2016, his next project was called Philip Campbell and the Bastard Sons, released their first recording and self-titled EP. In August 2017, Philip Campbell and the Bastard Sons announced that they were starting to record their debut album. On October 26, 2017, Philip Campbell and the Bastard Sons announced the title of their debut album. It was called The Age of Obscurity, which was released on January 26, 2018 on Nuclear Blast Records. The band's lineup: Phil Campbell on guitar, Todd Campbell on guitar and harmonica, Dane Campbell on drums, Tyler Campbell on bass, and Joel Peters on vocals. Their second album was called We're the Bastards, was released in 2020 featuring Neil Starr on vocals. Their third album was a live album called Live in the North featuring Joel Peters on vocals, was recorded in Sutherland in 2021 and released March 2023. Their fourth and final album, Kings of the Asylum, was released September 1st, 2023. Philip Campbell would release 16 studio albums with Motörhead from 1986 till 2015. Sadly, Philip Campbell died of complications from surgery on March 13, 2026 at the age of 64. His death was announced 1 day later on a social media post made by the band. Philip Anthony Campbell, born May 7, 1961, passed away March 13, 2026.